Hi everyone, love from beautiful India. Um, Today I'm very inspired. There's a wonderful teacher and he's teaching for the next month here in Rishikesh in the north part, close to the Himalayas. And I followed his satsang last year, and last year I was in a very bad shape when his blessings came to me, and I was so grateful. After a month of daily listening to his preaching and his lessons and his pinpoints, I really felt there was like a change in my perception. And this year it has come also as a very beautiful opportunity. And today was the second day of satsang with him, and he told us a story, and it's such a beautiful story that I wanted to share with you. It's a story about a hidden treasure, and that's basically what happens when we come to our spiritual practice. We have been living oblivious to this treasure, and we have been looking in the wrong places for it, and when the blessing of our teacher comes into our life, the blessing of a practice, the blessing of a country, like it happened in my case, being in India and living here, it's because we are ready. We are ready for the deeper gifts of being a human being. We have all done everything, so probably we have really gone through many lifetimes where we were really trapped by the material desires and looking for fame or looking for riches or trying to find happiness in relationships, and maybe some people are still there, but we're all in this cycle of evolution. Eventually everybody will come to ask for the real thing, but just being with someone that is already sharing about that means that one way or another we are ready, and that's when it hits home. So he spoke about two brothers, and these two brothers, they grew up together, and they were really close to each other, and they were super happy to be around each other, and they really loved each other, and these children became men, and then they started making choices for their lifestyles, and one of them decided to get married, and he had a wife, and eventually he had a son, and he was happy, in his householder life, and he was working, and he was holding his family, and the other one decided to travel. That's what he wanted to do. He didn't want to do any type of a family commitment. He wanted to be free to go and travel the world and know cultures and explore, and he had a very adventurous let's say spirit. But still, they were always super close, and every time the friend came back to the town, they would just get together and share and be with each other, and that really close and beautiful connection between two spirits. So one day, the friend that had the family said, I really need to speak to you. There's something that I need to share, and I can only share this with you because you're my friend, you're my confidant. I need to tell you something. So they met, and he said, well, what happened is that I inherited some money, and it's a lot of money, and I want to tell you that I'm going to bury the money under my house, because I don't think it's a good idea for me to just tell my wife that I have the money. She may go out in this crazy loop of shopping. She loves jewelry, and then she will eventually spend all the money, and we will be without anything. And I don't want to fight with her. I don't want to have this like, I'm going to bury the money, and maybe here and there I'll give her something so she can get some earrings or something, but that's it. And then his friend says, yeah, I totally support you. It's your money, whatever you want to do, it's fine. And I also have to tell you something. I'm going to go in a long journey, and I'm going to be away for years. And in those times there was no internet, no phone, nothing. So you must know that I will be away, but I will hold your secret with me. Don't worry, it's all good. Okay, so they, the friend went away, and they did not meet for many, many years. And then suddenly the householder fell ill, and all of a sudden he died. And he really wanted to just speak to his friend before dying, but there was no time, and boom, life changed, like it usually does. You never anticipate, and like, boom, the tide changes. And so finally the friend comes back to his hometown, and on the way into the town, he sees this lady begging. And then all of a sudden he recognizes the wife of his friend, and then he stops the vehicle and says, oh my God, Didi, what is happening? Where's my friend? Where's your son? And she's crying, and she's saying, oh my God, you didn't know he died. And he died 3 years ago, and he left us nothing. And since then, life has been such a struggle. And like, so they hug, and then the man said, okay, I have something for you. Don't worry, everything is going to be okay. And bring your son. And they went to a shop, and they got a shovel. And then went to the house. And the lady was completely lost. She had no idea what was happening. And then he started digging. And after a few hours, boom, clunk, he fell. He had found something. And they took out the treasure, and it was full of gold, so much gold that it would be good for the next, 10 lifetimes. And, that's exactly what happens to us. That's exactly what happens to us in the spiritual path. We are living on top of this treasure, and the treasure is so close to us that we have no idea. And we are so distracted, looking for happiness, looking for fame, looking for material riches, looking for joy in the wrong places. And we never realize it's been always inside of us. We need someone who knows, that pinpoints us where to look. And we have all had that gift of someone that comes to us and says, what's happening with you? I really love you, and are you okay? And we may be like, no, I'm fine. I don't need anything. And maybe they say, I want to take you to a meditation session. I don't know. Or please come with me. There's a teacher that I want you to listen. Someone has done that for us. And that person, they should be in our prayers, because some way or another, this human helped us find that treasure. They helped us direct our attention to the right place. Not outside, not in someone else, not in career, not in a name, not in a country, not in a job, not in none of us. But the treasure of our self-awareness, the treasure of our understanding that this human experience is so temporary and so short. And in this short period of time, it's important that we ask the right questions, and that we use our energy to move in the direction of awareness. And that's what a spiritual practice is about. And I could tell you, my method is the best method, come do Ashtanga Yoga. I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say whatever moves you, into yourself, into the truth of who you are, whatever inspires you, whatever makes you see bigger and expand your awareness and open your horizons. That's the way. It could be music, I don't know, it could be theater, it could be cooking, it could be something that you really feel passionate about. That's the path of your self-realization. And if we are lucky enough to manifest a guide, a guru, a teacher in wherever we need to grow, then we have someone that is going to like help us understand the meaning of this lifetime. No more time to be wasted looking in the wrong places. And yeah, we can stay distracted, but hopefully at some point, and maybe it has to do with a video or a friend or a meeting or life crushing us completely, and we're saying, oh my God, this is too much for me to handle. Please send me some help, and then help will come and manifest. And we have that treasure inside of us. It's not that we need to like do something. The treasure has always been there. The spiritual practice, our sadhana, is only the way to uncover that diamond that has been buried under a lot of noise, and a lot of conditioning, under a lot of expectations about ourselves, about life, about others. This uncovering of this sacred and this blessed treasure is in all of us. It's not that it's in some of us and some people don't have it and some people don't deserve it. No, we all have it, we all deserve it. But maybe some of us have like this thirst for something beyond the material predicament. And I think this is a beautiful story, and it actually really inspired me today to share with you. I think India is so amazing. India has so much information for, and this is like really valuable information. It's not information that you can Google, even though you could, but it's information that touches that part in us that knows what is real and knows what is fake, and feels dissatisfied of living a life that is, more of the same, and at some point we say, okay, enough, please send me some help, because I really want to understand. I really want to understand who am I. I really want to know what is this world, what is happening here, what's the meaning of life. Why do I feel so sad sometimes? Why do I feel so scared sometimes? Where can I find some understanding, knowledge, and the true knowledge, the knowledge of the experience, actually experiencing the treasure that's the spiritual practice. And of course guided by someone that loves us enough and cares for us enough. And so they just, they say, come, you're ready, come. So when yoga touches our life, is some way or another, because this longing in us for the treasure has been there, and has been somehow moving our awareness and away from the distractions, away from the noise, away from anything that is like taking our energy into dead end streets. So when we're ready, as they say, when the student is ready, the teacher shows up. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for being there. For me, this is my service and my way of giving back so many blessings that I have received from this beautiful India, from my teacher, from my practice. Namaste.